reached an agreement with Ian Maatsen, 22-year-old left-back from Chelsea. Personal terms are done and dusted. Aston Villa have triggered his release clause. Up the Villa! We got money to spend, everybody! Absolutely love it. Love it. Just when you think everything in the transfer world is getting doom and gloom, players leaving, youngsters going, Aston Villa are behind the scenes with Emery and Monchi, doing business, cooking up plans, getting ready for next season. What have we been saying? Trust the process. They've got a plan. They know what they're doing. Up the Villa. Get in there. So this one is coming from the GOAT, David Ornstein, exclusive. Aston Villa reach agreement with Chelsea to sign left-back Ian Maatsen, fee for 22-year-old Dutch youth international, just north, now expired, Borussia Dortmund specific, £35 million release clause, personal terms in place on 6-year contract. Doesn't that sound good and exciting? It does indeed. We know that Aston Villa have been in the market for a left-back. We know potentially one of Luca Dean or Moreno may be leaving in this window. But Maatsen is just a wonderful talent with a wealth of experience in the Champions League, especially for Dortmund, played through that whole campaign for them this season, made it to the final, played in the final. And this one just feels really exciting. A youngster for big money, a star. It's felt like he's needed a home, and Aston Villa can be his home. So, being as we've signed him in general, Up the Villa podcast, Transfer Hub fashion, we'll go through and we'll have a look at his numbers. But we'll start with the competition that Aston Villa are going to be competing in next season. The Champions League. Yes, the Champions League. Right, so for score rating in the Champions League, experience at the highest level, which is where we want to judge him from. You know, we'll have a look at his Bundesliga numbers, but we'll go to the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, he played twice. PSG, he played. We've got Real Madrid in the final. And you can see from his heat map in the Champions League, it is red across that whole line. Defensively, he's very, very strong. We've spoke about him numerous times on the channel, that his 1v1 defending is exceptional. So that's something that we can really look at and rely on. His defending is very, very good. But his attacking output is also good going forward. He's quick, he's nimble. He reads the game really well. He can cut out passes through those passing lanes, but he can also retrieve the ball from anywhere. He can step into that midfield area as well, which is vitally important and might be something that we'd see him in a Villa shirt doing. So 7.04. That is the rating that we have got in the Champions League at the elite level. His numbers in the Champions League, 7 games played, 7 games started, averaged 90 minutes per game. He'd scored 1 goal. He's got no assists. He's got accuracy of 85% per game. In his own half, 88%. Opposition half, 77%. Accuracy of long balls, 50%. But here where we start to get into the numbers and reading into his game. Interceptions per game, 1.7. Tackles per game, 2.1. The big one, ball recoveries per game, 5.4. Clearances per game, 3.3. Dribbled pass per game, 1.3. So those numbers, very, very good. So let's go now to the Bundesliga and have a look at some of his numbers there. So we've got a 7.27 rating for Dortmund. He played 16 times, 15 starts, averaged 79 minutes per game. He'd got 2 goals, 2 assists. Passing accuracy, 89%. Own half, 92%. Those defending stats again. Ball recoveries in the Bundesliga, 4.9. Tackles, 1.9. We've got clearances per game, 1.1 as well. So Villa fans, this is a very, very exciting player that is going to be coming into Aston Villa. We know that Unai Emery builds his team around that defence. You get that defensive structure, the defensive outlets, attacking outlets working, and it all starts ticking. And once it starts ticking at the back, it starts ticking in that midfield and in those striker areas as well. So it feels like the lift we need, the lift we've needed. We've started the window. It's been a bit disjointed, but I feel like the fan base will now be aligned in this one. So just thought I'd come on, give my thoughts, absolutely buzzing on it. I'll link the other episodes that we've done on Maatsen in this one as well. What the Villa?